Welcome! In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Prasky electric spin scrubber. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So this is IPX8 waterproof, it says easy to install, multiple brush heads, wireless cleaning, easy to operate. Here are the specs on the side. Rated voltage is 3.7 volts, rated power is 10 watts. The charger on it is 5 volts at 1200 milliamp hours. This shows the different brush heads. We have a pointed brush, small flat brush, curved brush, flat brush, large sponge brush, polishing cloth. It says Woo Hike brush, sponge cloth brush, scouring pad, and Velcro brush holder. So let's get this open. Here we have the manual. Let's take a quick look at it. So this has different instructions. You want to read through all of those. It says runtime after fully charged is approximately 90 to 120 minutes. Charging time is less than or equal to 5 hours. Mini handheld, approximately 22 centimeters. Lengthened, it's 79 centimeters and 103 centimeters. This has a 2600 milliamp hour battery. And this shows the different heads again. This gives example uses of the different heads. Oh, and the Woo Hike is a wool-like brush. Okay. So to turn it on, you press the on-off button. It will go into the high-speed mode. You press it again, it will go into low-speed mode. You press it a third time to shut it off. If the light is flashing, it needs charged. So to assemble the brush head, you press the brush head onto the spin scrubber. It says make sure it's off before you do that. Then to remove it, you just pull it off. So to install the extension, you pull out the silicone plug and thread in the extension. This talks about the USB-C charging. This gives different cleaning tips. And here we have some troubleshooting. This talks about maintenance, cleaning. Okay. Let's get this out. Here we have a mesh bag to store the components. I think it'd be easier to pull it this way. So here we have the different components. Here's the cleaning head. Okay, this comes with it's like a wall mount. So this is a double stick adhesive, and this will slide into it. And then you can press this up against it to hold it onto a wall. Here's the charging cord. And the charging cord is around 4 feet. So you can see the different heads pop on there, and we can pull them off. Here's the power button. We'll press it. That turns it on. The charging port is on the back here. And this is where we connect the extension. So you can use this just like this if you're cleaning something up close, or you can thread these in. Let's see. This will go here. Yeah. So this is the first one. So we'll thread that in. So we'll thread that until that pops. Now this will not unthread until you press in on this and unthread it. And then it looks like we can add any number of these. So we could add the handle right here. We thread that in, or we can add both extensions and the handle. So now it's hard to even put on the screen all at once. It's very long. So I'm 6 foot tall. If I'm holding it by the handle, it puts the head out in front of me a few feet if I'm standing in a natural pose. So for sake of ease, let's take this off. Let's close this up. And let's just get this charging for now. So I'll plug in the USB Type-C, and then this will plug in to a USB charger. So you can use a phone charger, a wall outlet that has USB, or anything like that. So let's plug in. And we're currently charging at 0.77 amps, although that could vary depending on the state of charge of the battery. So let's look at the heads here. This is the flat brush. Let me get the manual out so I can use the proper names instead of making them up. So here's the pointed brush. Now it looks like it pressed against the pipe in the package, but it still has that point on there, and that will probably relax after a little while. Here's the small flat brush, the large flat brush. This is the curved brush, so if you're getting into a curved surface, like maybe a sink. Then we have the large sponge. So it says you can use that for waxing and such. So that has hook and loop fastener on the back. So then we have the polishing cloth. So that's a terry cloth type material, and that will fit on the back of this pad here. The scouring pad. And here's the wool-like pad. So this is almost a like polar fleece type material. And we have the sponge cloth. So this is almost like a low pile terry cloth. This is often, you'll see like this for waxing cars and such, a pad like that. So those are the different pieces. I'm going to let this get charged up and then we'll test it out. Okay, so I'm over here at my laundry sink and it's looking very dirty right now. So you can see I have a brush here that I sometimes clean it with. It's pretty beat up. It's hard for me to lean over and clean this sometimes, so this will be a lot easier with the electric spin scrubber. So I currently have the largest brush on here. So I'm going to wet this down and I'm going to sprinkle Barkeeper's Friend on it. That's one of my favorite stainless cleaners. It's kind of hard to get it to adhere to the horizontal surfaces. So now I can turn this on. When we turn it on, it goes to high speed. If we press it again, it goes to low speed, so I'll probably just try it on low. Now I do want to be careful if I'm cleaning here. This could fling up on me and this might bleach my clothes, so I'll be careful of that. So on this lower area, I'll turn it on the higher speed. Now this handle's getting in the way when I'm trying to clean this surface, so I can press in on this button. I'll just unscrew it. I'll put the cap back on, and now I can get into tighter places with the short handle. Now to get into these edges here, I'll use this pointed one. So I'll just pop this off, like so, and I'll put this one on. I'll wet it a little bit, and now I can get into those tight corners. I could also use this curved one here. Throw the handle back on. Now rinse this off. So that's looking a whole lot better. I still have some stuff to clean down here. I often clean paint brushes in here, so there might be some stuck on paint, so I might put a little paint remover on those areas. But I would say the spin scrubber did its job. I have to lean over pretty far to clean this with a brush, so usually I get tired and I never finish the job. With the spin scrubber, it gives me a little bit more reach, even just holding this handle, and then if I want more reach, I can install that extension wand. I made a little clip with all of the extensions in so you can see how long it is. So I'm 6 foot tall, and I'm holding it here, and this is just kind of my natural stance, and this is out in front of me, and you can see it reaches the ground. I don't have to lean over to make this touch the ground. It naturally just falls in the right orientation. If you're shorter, you could certainly shorten this up too. Now, if you're taller than 6 feet, this could still work. It might be at a little bit of an angle when it reaches the ground, or you could just kind of hold your arm a little lower. But this is much better than stooping over to reach the ground. So that's the Prasky electric spin scrubber. So this is obviously just one use case for this. A spin scrubber like this would be great for cleaning a bathroom, cleaning a car, cleaning the exterior of your house. Maybe you have some vinyl siding with some mold and mildew on it. You can spray it down with a cleaner and then scrub it with a brush like this. And with that extension wand, you can get to the top of the window easy without having to get a ladder out. Now I just had the brushes here, but this also came with other pads like the wool pad and the terry cloth pads, so you can use it for things like polishing. So if you're looking for a product to make it easier to clean, I think that's a great option. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.